Nicole, thanks so much for joining me to talk a little bit about alumni engagement during this interesting time that we're all walking through. I understand you had a really successful day of caring last week and had the opportunity to engage a wide variety of constituencies. Could you tell me a little bit more about how you set the stage for success for All Out Irish?
Right, thanks, Laura. Yeah, so Cathedral has an annual Day of Giving every year, and it's about this time of year annually. But when we started thinking about the plans for this year, not only was our school, but our country was in crisis, and we knew we had to think about what it looked like differently. So at that point, we gave much thought around opportunities to celebrate our senior class, in which everyone were saddened for the loss that they were experiencing for their senior year. But then we also had an opportunity to tell the story around our mission continuing throughout all of this as we started to plan for our Day of Giving.
How did you think about inviting the participation of alumni through this day?
So when we made the decision to make the day focusing on our seniors, it gave us an opportunity to celebrate them, but then it also gave us the opportunity to engage our various constituencies that have such fond memories of their cathedral experience into supporting our mission. So we were able to plant various different matching gift opportunities and experiences around those educators and those students and those traditions that mean so much to our community.
And you mentioned that you did a few things that were specifically targeted at alumni. So there were opportunities for alumni to get engaged throughout the day, but there were also some specific calls to action for this really important group. Can you talk a little bit about how you spoke to them specifically and what platforms you used so that you could ensure you could reach everybody?
So we engaged all various different avenues of engagement opportunities. So whether that's text, whether that's social media from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, to various different emails that we also distributed throughout the day, ensured that we were able to connect with all various different constituency bases. So for instance, we targeted young alumni, used a young alum that had brought back the leprechaun, Matt Rainey, and then an NFL football player. They had a Zoom conversation that was really just fun and trendy that engaged a younger audience. And then we used some different engagement opportunities for older alumni, focusing on a priest that had been around our community for some time that had recently passed, and invited them to participate to raise money for tuition assistance.
Great. You mentioned this idea of cathedral traditions and that those are really important. And I know one of them is the reunion that takes place in June. And I imagine you had to do some rethinking of that event. Could you tell us a little bit about what direction you're headed in?
Yes, so when the governor ordered the campuses to be closed through the end of June, all of a sudden we had to make a decision to cancel reunions and lose an engagement opportunity yet again, or embrace a new platform that everyone's becoming accustomed to using, these Zoom meetings. So we thought, well, let's give the Zoom reunion an opportunity to come alive with our cathedral community, and maybe more people will engage than would have come in person.
That's great. I know that many schools are starting to look to alumni right now as they seek to fill in some funding gaps that might be present, especially in their school parent community. If there's a school that's looking to engage their alumni, maybe even for the first time right now, what advice might you offer to them?
I think Day of Giving would be a great opportunity for schools to look at it. Not only gives you the opportunity to reinforce the mission and the important work that's continuing within your school, but it also invites gifts of any level to help make a difference. So your alums want to help support your school. And so let's be grateful for whether it's a $10 gift at this point or a $5 or $6 figure gift to help further your mission.